Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. And and we have been fired up about this match all week. The Jaguars will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bruins offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Dude, straight up bitch.
Pickup of one. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Duncan. He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before.
They are quick snapping the shit out of me.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And after that last sack,
You need help?
they are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. We got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Jaguars! Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to throw, it's Duncan. Got his man on.
What?
He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names.
Oh, man, that was my fault.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Oh, you lucky bastards.
Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So South Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking.
He was so open, I almost ran into people.
Opportunity in the second level of the defense, and then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until.
Oh my God!
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right there, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Duncan. Grabs it in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Bruins will... Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the Bruins get enough to move the chains.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. A 3rd and long coming up here. Run the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bruins will line up to punt it away.
Oh, no. What the hell? Run, dude.
The ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right.
He's going up top. And it's intercepted.
Oh.
A turnover for the defense.
No way.
He has to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Duncan. They're trying to get to him. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a... quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move.
Ooh!
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Lopez to pass.
Oh no. But you're supposed to catch that, bro.
This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Alabama.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal.
Damn it.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to pass. It's Duncan. He makes the connection.
Oh.
How about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Bruins in the hurry up.
At the 30. Gearing up for first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. He wants to throw it again. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Sends it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Offense in an empty set. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Throw the ball.
He's going to go down.
Oh.
End zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled.
Why didn't he
They
throw
knew
the
exactly
ball?
Where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
That's such trash there. That's so bad. Oh, jeez, look at this.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield.
I can't believe that just
UCLA
happened.
will go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line.
So
and
dumb.
they'll mark him down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is incomplete and half
So
to
stupid.
close on that play.
That safety was trash. He didn't throw it. I told him to throw it, and he didn't throw it.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And we've got to start our
So
halftime
dumb.
breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll put the tight end in motion. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Oh my
I'll
God.
tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially
Okay.
when it's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
You better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards.
Yeah,
and
better block.
there was nowhere to hit
You're
it.
right,
They just got
Pollard.
hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on.
Come on, man.
And he earned
Boy, they're
the first
trying
down.
hard right
Did
now.
He earned it after taking that lift.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do
What's
something
going
a little
on?
bit different.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And it's good enough for a first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Now, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gray. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything.
I bet you they make it on me, even though they miss it on everyone else.
They were able to rally and make the tackle. Now they set up 4th.
Get out of there. Yes.
No, no good. Field goal is no good, and the lead remains at 19, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to
Golly.
make a play, David, and get this
Suddenly
thing
they're
rolling.
just
Let's find some juice.
locking
Get your
in,
guy.
man.
Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He's going to pass.
throw the ball.
He released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Right on target this time.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the ground to try to move the chain. They
Yeah,
get him on the
first.
ground, but it's a 1st down.
Just keep beating up that
Well, as a
clock.
defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The hand to the running back.
Ah.
One-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Lopez wants to fire. And
Oh
that
my
pass is
God, that was
intercepted.
so bad,
Now
Chris.
they're
I've done
gonna
everything
turn
I
it.
can
He
to
already
make
got
this a
the most
game.
important thing, the ball,
Oh
and they
my
have it at
God.
the 46.
Saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back
What
now.
a horrendous
Maybe your
game.
offense can get hot. You can create.
Well, they called the right play.
You get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive.
That's
They'll
me.
get the momentum started. In
Messed
your
up.
And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some set.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter,
Oh, no.
they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback touch pass on the Jets.
Wow.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Lopez to pass.
Throw the ball. Why is he taking so long today to throw the ball? I'm at home.
Now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass.
It's like they're rigging it right now.
Timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Running for it on 4th down. The Jaguars will move the sticks with the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down. At the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Price. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if he can get some big plays out.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground.
Jesus.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Wrong button, Chris. Wrong button.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
To the air, it's Duncan. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. It'll be a draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Frustrating game,
This is a really
man.
good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out,
Super
work hard in
frustrating.
practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.